They told me not to go off the path. Everyone says that about Aokigahara. The signs at the entrance warn you. The tour guides warn you. Even the villagers nearby refuse to speak of what lies deep within the trees. But I wasn't there as a tourist. I was searching for someone. My brother, Ren, had gone missing 3 weeks before. The police said he was last seen heading toward Aokigahara with a camera bag and a notebook. He was a filmmaker, obsessed with documenting unseen places. I didn't even know he had come to Japan until I got the call from the embassy. They found his car and the forest edge, unlocked. Inside, a half-finished coffee, a pack of cigarettes, and his backpack. No camera, no phone, no Ren. So I came, alone. The forest is wrong. That's the only word I have for it. It absorbs sound. No birds, no wind, just silence, thick enough to feel in your lungs. I followed the trails first. They're well marked, a few scattered ribbons from other hikers or rescue crews. But then I saw it, a thin red cord tied to a tree branch leading off the main trail. It was just like the kind of trail marker Ren would have used. So I followed it. The deeper I went, the stranger it became. The trees seemed to close in tighter. My GPS lost signal. My compass spun uselessly. The air grew damp and metallic, and I began to hear things. Faint sounds, like someone walking behind me. But every time I turned, nothing. I kept following the cord. After what felt like hours, I came across a campsite. A single faded blue tent, collapsed in on itself. Moldy, half buried in leaves. I called out. No answer. I unzipped the tent, heart pounding. Inside, I found clothes. Old, rotted, but among them was a camera. My brother's camera. It still had battery. 1 bar. I turned it on. There were several video files. I played the last one. The screen showed Ren, pale and sweating, in the forest. He was whispering. There's something here. Not animals. Not people. It follows when I stop. It whispers when I sleep. I tried to leave. The path, it's gone. It doesn't let you go. Behind him, something moved. A shape. Human-like, but wrong. Too tall. No face. I dropped the camera. Then I heard my name. Not echoing. Not faint. Clear. Right behind me. Yuki. I turned, expecting to see someone. There was no one. But the red cord was gone. I was alone. I ran. Branches clawed at my arms. I screamed for help, but the forest swallowed the sound. And then, in a clearing, I saw it. A shrine. Small, crumbling, covered in moss. Offerings were scattered. Coins, incense, even old toys. Beside it, nailed into a tree, was a piece of paper. Faded. Written in Japanese. I recognized one word. Ubum. I remembered the folklore. Ubum, the spirit of a woman who died in childbirth, said to appear lost, weeping, holding a bundle. But it's never a baby. It's a stone, or something worse. As I turned away from the shrine, I heard weeping. Software broken, close. I looked up, and she was there. Pale, drenched, eyes black and wide, arms stretched out, offering something wrapped in cloth. She whispered, "Take him." I didn't move. She took a step closer. The bundle shifted. Something inside it twitched. I ran. I don't remember getting out of the forest. I woke up on the edge, just past sunrise. Mud-covered, alone. Ren's camera still strapped around my neck. They never found his body, just his name, scratched into a tree deep within the forest, over and over again, like he had tried to hold on to who he was. I flew back home, tried to forget, but something followed me. Every night, I hear the weeping, in my apartment, in my dreams. Sometimes, when I look in the hallway mirror, I see wet footprints behind me. And sometimes, I wake up and there's something at the foot of my bed, wrapped in cloth, still, breathing. I never have the courage to touch it. I just lie there, frozen, listening to the slow, shallow breaths coming from the bundle at the end of my bed. When I finally blink or move, it's always gone. No footprints, no cloth, no sound. But I know it's not a dream. I started recording myself while I sleep. I set up a camera each night, pointed right at the bed. The first few nights, nothing. Then, 3 nights ago, I saw it. At exactly 3:12 a.m., the temperature on the screen drops. Visible breath fogs the air, and something emerges from the corner of the frame. Pale arms reach up from the floor, and the figure pulls itself into view. She doesn't walk. She crawls, hair matted, limbs bending the wrong way, her head twitching in sharp, jerky movements like a broken puppet, and in her arms, that same cloth-wrapped bundle. She places it at the foot of the bed, slowly. Then, she stares directly into the camera. Her mouth moves, but no sound comes through. Until the very end of the clip. It's distorted, glitched, but I can make out the words, just barely. You brought him back. Now take mine. I stopped sleeping, stopped recording, but it doesn't matter. She's with me now. Every mirror, every puddle, every window that catches a reflection at night. I see her. I tried burning the camera, tossed it in the river. Didn't help, because now the breathing doesn't just come from the end of the bed. Sometimes it's right beside me. And last night I woke up with dirt under my fingernails and a red cord tied around my wrist. It was tied in the same knot I saw in the trees deep in the forest, tight, almost ceremonial, the kind of knot used for offerings or bindings. My hands were shaking as I tried to untie it. It wasn't just rope. It was wet, cold, and it smelled faintly of soil and something older, like incense soaked in rainwater. I turned on all the lights in the room. On the ceiling above my bed, written in thick, muddy streaks, was a message, scrawled by hand. You left him. I don't remember falling asleep, but I woke up again hours later, this time to whispers under the bed. Not words, just the sound of someone breathing rapidly, trying not to cry. When I leaned over the edge to look, I saw a face. Not hers. Ren's. Pale, eyes wide. Dirt crusted into his lips. He tried to speak, but only blood came out, and then something yanked him back into the dark. I screamed, scrambled for my phone. The camera app opened on its own. It flipped to selfie mode. And in the reflection behind me, she was standing, smiling, holding the bundle out again. This time, the cloth fell away. It wasn't a baby. It was me.